Bloomberg News had a gift to give all of us, and that gift was conducted by John Heilman, who convened a group, I believe it was in New Hampshire.
It was in New Hampshire.
A group of supporters of Donald Trump. And
like a focus group.
Like a focus group to check out what they think and what they feel. And these people were everything that you'd expect, which is why this next about minute of sound or so is going to be awesome. So let's take a listen to Donald Trump's supporters. Talking about their love for Donald. And their love of Donald Trump, of course, is only exceeded by Donald Trump's love of Donald Trump. All right, let's listen to this.
Speaks the truth.
And what truth is that?
When he talks about especially immigration control and the border, he doesn't care what people think.
Unchoreographed.
He is honest.
I like his roughness and little Reagan-esque.
He's not a politician.
He's not going to be, like he said, I won't be bought off.
Trump is a threat.
Yep.
Because he doesn't fit in the same box all the other Republicans are in.
He's like one of us. He may be a millionaire, which separates him from everybody else. But besides the money issue, he's still in tune with what everybody is wanting.
When he referred to some illegal immigrants as rapists, that bothered people, didn't bother people? What was your reaction to that, or did you not even really notice it?
Didn't bother me.
I didn't know.
Didn't bother me.
Lily
Didn't even notice it.
Didn't bother me.
He said he'll put a wall down on the southern border. When you talk about common sense, that's the common sense thing to do.
I knew that he was a wealthy, successful man, and I remember asking my mother if I could write him a letter to ask him how he made his money so that I could do it too.
Even as a very young kid, the word Trump sort of meant rich to you.
It meant success.
Success.
I think he's a successful person.
He's successful. I want to be a billionaire.
How can I begrudge him that? He worked hard.
Tell me what you think a Trump presidency would look like.
Classy.
It would be nice to see that debt clock start going the opposite way.
I think we could be a proud America again.
To the American people, it would be a presidency of hope.
Okay,
This is fantastic.
All right, there's just a couple of things to get here, first of all.
These are some of the most luxurious, terrific people on the face of the planet.
And I would just like to say, I totally agree with these people that the only thing that separates them from Donald Trump is several $1 million. Because they certainly all sound as tacky and as stupid and as mind-blowingly ignorant as he does. But I just have to say, how would a Trump presidency look? Classy. For the win. So far, that is the best line I have ever heard in my life. And I love, too, when he's like, some people are offended that Trump said this horrible thing about Mexicans. It's almost like, you know, some people have noted that Trump's a terrible human being. Does that bother any of you people? No, I think it's awesome.
Why would it bother me? I'm a middle-class white person. I don't give a shit.
Why would it bother me? I'm a terrible person, too. Look, let me tell you something. If I had $100 million, I would fucking make everything in gold for myself, and I'd say bad things about Mexicans, and I'd sort of awkwardly date European women.
You know,
that guy's awesome.
You know these people are hardcore for him because when he asks that one woman, for you, Trump meant rich, and she corrects him to say success.
Success. She gets it. And now let me tell you something else, though. All that said, guarantee you that I like those people more than your average Republican focus group. That lady had tattoos. She looked kind of cool. All right, there was an old guy. You could definitely get drunk with those people.
I like the old guy who goes, now when you talk building a giant fucking wall all across the southern border of the entirety of the United States, now that's just common sense.
When he talks about putting fucking gun turrets on the moon and having GPS identify Guatemalans to coordinate with those gun turrets, that's what I call Reagan-esque.
Why are we spending all this millions of dollars creating these sort of space vehicles to get us to outer space when Donald Trump has this common sense idea to just keep building Trump Tower higher and higher till it reaches the moon? I mean, just common sense ideas like that, man. I mean, just means that's what Donald Trump's all about.
That might not be elite media discourse. There's actually a lot of really interesting class dynamics right there, because the thing is that a lot of people, whether you like it or not, they do. That is exactly how they would go about things if they had a lot of money. And so, like, the things that we mock for how tacky he is and how, and his crassness and all that, there's a big segment of this country that's into it. And I have to say, only in America could you really say with a straight face, well, the only thing that separates, it's sort of like the only thing that separates you from Kobe Bryant on a basketball court is Kobe Bryant's basketball skills. It's somewhat of a significant thing that he's ultra wealthy and you're not. It sort of means something. But we're so delusional about that in this country that's why he can run.
Well, one guy even says,
as love my tackiness, I'm less corrupt, and I can say racist shit because I'm rich, and you'll love me for it.
Well, one guy even says how he can't hold it against Trump for being a billionaire because he worked hard, as if that has any correlation to how much money Donald Trump has.
I know a lot of people in social work who work hard.
Like if that New Hampshire guy sitting there just worked a little bit harder, he'll find $1 billion in his bank account tomorrow.
He did not work hard enough to get born to a wealthy real estate developer in Queens, and that is on him.